Turn it over to our fine Fire Chief, Baraka Carter.
Good evening. Welcome. My name is Baraka Carter. I'm Battalion Chief with Livingston Fire Department, as well as in cooperation with Merced County Fire Department. We currently staff the Station 96 here in the city of Livingston. Our staffing is for the city of Livingston and Merced County is 1-0 staffing. So we have roughly 18 PCFs that respond to assist with our personnel. The facility is a joint facility between the city of Livingston and the county of Merced. We currently, when I say a joint facility, meaning because we have county resources, county equipment there. We have one county engine and a county water tender that responds out of the station, as well as the city has one engine, and we just purchased a new Type 6 engine that's ready to go in service any day, as well as a ladder truck. Our ladder truck's roughly 30 years old, so we're continuously working with the city to try to enhance our fleet so that we can make sure that we're providing the greatest and most up-to-date resources for our personnel. Some of the things that we try to do continuously is enhance the services that we provide to the residents of Livingston. That's in the city and in the county, and we do that in a number of different ways. We do that by continuously training with our neighboring communities to ensure that we have light communication so that when we're responding to incidents that we're all working and communicating effectively so that we can provide a higher level of service to the residents. And then we also do this, another way that we try to accomplish enhancing the services is looking at how we can provide more personnel, because we understand that the more personnel that we have responding to the incidents, the quicker that we can contain fires and the more personnel we'll have to be able to mitigate any medical emergency. And then the last thing that we do, we try to enhance our fleet, basically our equipment. With aging equipment, you know, it tends to take more money and revenue to keep it in service. And then there are certain safety features that aren't as adequate with our latest equipment that's enhanced or that's being provided. We're continuously looking at trying to bolster our PCF program. So we definitely encourage anyone that's looking to be part of Merced County paid call firefighters as well as Livingston. We encourage you to come out and tour the station. Some of the things that we're trying to do, working closely with the city to try to identify a new facility, because the facility that we currently have doesn't truly meet the needs of where the department is moving. Our equipment is getting bigger, and our facilities were built back in the 50s and the 40s, so it's not capable of housing the larger equipments that we currently have. So we're constantly looking at trying to for an area to where we can be able to accommodate the equipment and additional personnel. The city and the county is currently looking at trying to increase our level of certainty, increase the number of personnel that we currently have at the facility. Like I said, we currently right now have one paid personnel is what you typically get when there is an emergency response. But you know, we tend to get PD out assisting, putting out fires with us, as well as medical emergencies, and then our paid call firefighter program as well. Is there any questions for the fire department?
Is it working? Okay, I have a question. We recently just dedicated the Type 6 fire truck. So if I'm understanding correctly, it's not in service yet?
It is not in service yet. We did dedicate it this past Saturday. We're still waiting on some language to ensure that there's like a no hold harmless agreement, because it's purchased by the city, but the personnel that would be responding to the equipment are county employees. So we just want to ensure that there's an understanding of if there is any damages or anything to the equipment, that neither entity is held liable.
Okay, I can understand maybe the need for something like that. I mean, we've got equipment that the county is already sharing, yes or no?
Correct.
And this Type 6 engine has been on the horizon for weeks, months. Is there anyone here that can explain to me why it's taking so long to get this language in place? And how much longer are we going to have to wait before this language is in place and everybody's happy so that we can actually use the truck that we've got and paid for?
So the language has been provided by the county. It's been presented to the city, and we're waiting for city legal to review it and make sure that that everything falls in line.
Any idea how long that's going to take? Is there anyone here in this room that can shed a little more light on the subject?
Boy, Catherine, you know, that was pretty clear. I'm glad you called me up. Yes, absolutely. So first of all, let me just go ahead and introduce myself. My name is José Antonio Ramirez. I'm the city manager. Yo me llamo José Antonio Ramirez. Soy el administrador de aquí de la alcaldía. And so to answer your question, legal received it yesterday, so I anticipate by the end of the week we should get that back. And once we get it back, it'll be a quick turnaround because then the county would then have to look at whatever edits that we actually are presenting. And once that happens, if we agree to the verbiage, then it'll go before the July 16th council for ratification.
You have to light a fire under someone?
Well, no, at this point, we were just looking for the language from, actually, the county was the one that wanted to have this language. And the language that was received by my office was basically, whatever you do, it doesn't matter if it's our fault, you pay. I can't accept language like that. So I sent it off to our legal counsel to see if there's any way to massage it that I can then send it back and then make it palatable for our elected officials. So again, I anticipate by the end of the week to have the verbiage and then sent back, and I believe by the 16th of July we should be fine.